In any given shorts niche, there's always a small group of channels who dominate the space. They get 10 times the views, subscribers, and success of everyone else. And it's no coincidence. After growing several large channels in various niches, I've refined a step-by-step framework to literally take everyone's viewers. We're gonna cover everything from standing out in the early stages to completely taking over your niche. And the results speak for themselves. So let's get into it. This will be the foundation of your entire channel, and in order to take over a niche, you need your positioning to be perfect. Here's why. Let's say we have two channels just starting out, both in the same niche of cooking. Channel 1 is teaching people step by step how to cook the best recipes, while Channel 2 makes satisfying, fast-paced cooking clips that are more focused on aesthetic. Now, which channel do you think would do better? Well, clearly the second one, right? Because of the way it's positioned, it's able to reach a much broader audience. And that's only one aspect of this. In essence, positioning is how you approach content within your niche. The better your positioning is, the higher chance your channel has for succeeding and beating your competition. So how do we get the best positioning possible for your channel? The first step you're going to want to take here is getting the correct intel. There are a few key things you need to research to succeed in this. So right now, either follow along with me or write these down for later. We'll go to YouTube, and from here you're going to want to search for your niche. For this example, I'll use Fortnite. So I would search Fortnite Shorts and just click any of these and start scrolling. While you're scrolling, open all of the channels as you go by and just have the tabs on the side. Then we'll continue scrolling. Now, once you have enough channels open from your niche, you're gonna want to cycle through each one of them. What we're looking for here is something very important called an untapped market. So listen closely. The best possible content you can make isn't gonna be from just copying the biggest channels. You need to be doing something slightly different. You need to combine different unique elements in order to beat your competition. So here we can see this Fortnite channel. It makes skits with no voiceover, just a storyline and some music. Then we can go over to this channel. He makes documentary type content with captions and a voiceover. Now we can analyze this and think to ourselves, how can I take what these guys did and make something better out of it? Think about it for a bit and then, okay, it could be skits with a storyline like the first guy, except combined with a voiceover narrating on top of that. And that's exactly what this channel does. They found an untapped market by combining two working elements, and it allowed them to become one of the biggest channels in the niche. So try to put together a unique combination of working elements, play around with different formats, and see what ends up sticking. Next up for positioning, we also want to consider the audience target for our niche. Are they adults or kids? Would they prefer this type of editing or another? There are a lot of things like this that you have to consider. Using the previous example with the Fortnite niche, Fortnite is generally a younger audience, so it would be smart for me to implement newer trends, edit it in a certain way, and have faster pacing. On the other hand, something like tennis would be much different. Their audience is usually older and more mature, so the content style would look pretty different. To help you with this, a practice that I and a lot of other creators use is something called audience profiling. Get out something to write with and note everything you can think of about your target audience. What they like and what they don't like, things that they'd find interesting, basically any details to help you better understand them. And once that's established, simply make content that adheres to those things. That's the easiest way to appeal with the audience you want. In this stage, we'll now take your positioning results and start to build off of that. And the main thing we want to focus on here is finding a winning formula. You can look around at literally any channel on YouTube, scroll through their content, and you'll notice that their videos are all very similar to one another. They have a formula that consistently performs well, and so they make all of their content based off of it. This is called a winning formula, and it's how all these big channels get success after success with each and every post. And there is a very simple 3-step system for crafting your winning formula. Starting with step number 1, and we touched on this earlier, finding the untapped market. We already went over this, but it is very important. Nobody will watch your content if it's already being replicated by hundreds of others in your niche. So establish your untapped market first and foremost. Step 2 to finding your winning formula is field testing. Using your untapped market, just post as many shorts as possible, each one slightly different from the last. See which ones get better analytics, find out why they did better, and do more of that. And the fun part about this is once you have enough of these shorts posted, you'll be able to piece together different parts of each short to make the best short possible. Let's say one short has a really good hook but bad retention. You can take that good hook and try it with a different type of video. Eventually, you'll be able to Frankenstein together a short that is as optimized as possible. And then once you flesh out this optimized piece of content, you can enter step 3 of your winning formula, milking it until it is absolutely dry. Once you find a type of short that works, I promise you, no matter what anyone tells you, no matter what comments and complaints you get, just do that same style of short with only slight differences in delivery. I promise you, it's how you will start climbing faster than anyone else. So please take that to heart. And something I also want to briefly touch on here is allowing some time for things. Don't expect to get results within a couple weeks. Even with just a little bit of patience, you'll eventually start to see the results of your work. So even when you're getting shit views, just keep posting and building momentum. And by the way, if you've been following these videos and you want to grow faster on shorts, I've made a private community where you can get direct help from me and all the others in the group. There's a ton of value packed in there that I won't get into right now, but if you're serious about growing on shorts and you want to learn more, then check it out in the description. This is the next level of content creation. You're no longer at the bottom of your niche just trying to scrape some views. Now you're competing with other large channels and trying to monopolize as much of your niche as possible. Even if you're not here just yet, it's important to understand how you can get great results even at this higher level. Take a look at this channel. He makes videos about trying different kinds of foods and restaurants. But what really makes him stand out isn't the content itself. We'll take a quick look at some of his shorts, so see if you can catch what he's doing to set himself apart.
Which of these animals eats the tastiest food? Starting with the ring-tailed lemur. It's a little on the chunkier side. What's the cheapest dish and the most expensive dish at Rainforest Cafe? So many comments have told me to try this place, which is known for its very unique dining experience, and I'm definitely curious how expensive the food gets.
The first thing to point out is shown in his branding. You'll notice he keeps a consistent style and aesthetic in all of his content. This allows him to establish a certain image of his channel. People will see the editing, they'll see the captions, the music, even the clothes that he wears, and they'll think, hey, it's that guy. All of these things form a consistent image of his brand in people's minds, which is good for the publicity of his channel. The next thing he does that becomes very important in the higher levels is forming a relationship with his audience. Using community posts, asking for feedback, following their interests are all things you can do to appeal more to your audience. And once you establish an audience that enjoys your channel, you'll start getting more consistent views and support when you post your content. Not to mention, returning viewers are more likely to watch for longer. So even your analytics will directly increase with a strong fan base. So definitely keep that in mind. And the next thing we'll cover on here is exploring other avenues. Once your YouTube channel is stable enough and you get a pretty consistent viewership, TikTok and Instagram are great options to expand to. A lot of the biggest channels repurpose their content across other platforms. So if you want to take things even further, then start reposting your content elsewhere. And that's everything we'll be covering today. Now it's time for you to actually post a short instead of watching another guide. So go do that now, and if you're interested in that private community, the link will be in the description with more explanation.